What is up, guys? It is Evil Ducky here, and today we are going to embark on a new chapter of Evil Ducky's YouTube channel. We are going to embark on my settlement tours. First, we're going to start off with probably my hardest fought settlement, I guess you could say. This is the one I've spent the most time on. The castle. It's one of my favorites, and it's not even finished yet, which is the sad part. But let's get started, shall we? Up first, we're gonna look at the entrance of the castle. And as you can see, we have a little bit going on outside of the entrance. We've got, of course, our lookout slash security checkpoint. And of course, over here, we have some rental facilities, some beds for rent for the less savory people that may be trying to come into the castle. I didn't really like the idea that just anybody would be welcome into the castle, since it is not only the headquarters of the Minutemen, but it is also a safe haven for railroad synths that are escaping. So I want to make sure that we had a outside area for people who were a little bit nefarious to go to. I really like the way that it was lit, that I ended up lighting it, and how it ended up looking. I'm probably going to add some chairs and a little fire underneath there. Over here we just have like a random motorcycle because I thought it was pretty nifty to think that maybe one of the settlers or maybe one of my companions is trying to get the motorcycle working again. Over here we've got some just general, more security type thingies. And over here, off in the corner over here, because we can't forget the little details, we have a graveyard for our fallen Minutemen soldiers who gave us their lives trying to retake the castle from the evil Mirelurk Queen. And of course, you have the flags up all over the place of who's running this motherfucker, and that is the Minutemen and the motherfucking railroad, because in my game, the Minutemen and the railroad are working hand in hand to rebuild the Commonwealth, because that's the way it should be. Just saying. As we go up the stairs, you can see the bunch of different little lighting elements that I've done. It looks really gorgeous at night with it lit up by the lamplight and the few little floodlights to highlight the different flags that we have on the outside. And of course we have that nice little statue up there too. All spiffy, all little details. And as we enter, you see the first of many trading stands that you're going to see at the castle, because the castle is a hub of industry and trading. And we can't forget to close the gate, because we don't want to let the riffraff in. Probably my favorite thing about like the entry platform is the way that the flags look at night, how they're lit up and how they just kind of stand out, all beautiful and awesome, I guess you could say, in the night sky. And you can also see how the courtyard area is kind of lit up at night as well. As we go down into the courtyard, the first thing that you're going to notice to the left is the garden area. Honestly, the garden was the very first thing I did when I got here, because, you know, your settlers need food. You need food to have settlers come to your area, to a new settlement. So I am very particular about the way my gardens are. Everything has to be done in a row. Everything has to look all nice and put together. And of course, on the outside, we have a couple planters that, you know, are there because why not? And over here is Bessie the Brahmin, our friendly little Brahmin who has come to us and we are taking care of and loving. She's the castle Brahmin. We love her very much. She gives us milk and cheese and things like that. And of course, we can't forget Radio Freedom. This was actually the first structure I built, is I built up the structure around the radio tower. So it felt a little bit more like, okay, this guy's running the radio. He has to have his own personal living space so he can be in charge of the radio 24/7. So Radio Freedom is never offline. I also have this little headcanon that our guy that runs Radio Freedom is a little bit of a geek and a little bit of a nerd. So he's got his Mechanist poster, he's got his Nuka-Cola, he's got his Quantum, he's got his Mr. Handy model, and of course he's got the Sugar Bombs poster. Because all nerds in the wasteland are fueled by sugar bombs, because they're so tasty and all full of your daily sugary goodness. But after you leave Radio Freedom and you head down the walkway a little to the right, you will find the first of two, yes, two bars in the castle. This is kind of our more public bar. This is where a lot of the riffraff that are coming through the castle as traders and just travelers come to. It's also where Hancock will hang out when he is at the castle. And this kind of ends part one of the tour. I wanted to make a few short tour segments so we weren't all just bogged down by the different areas, because it's a big build and I've spent a lot of time with it, and I've actually kind of accidentally deleted my big long settlement tour video. So that kind of happened too. But look forward to part two, where we explore our robotics labs, the armory, and some of the inner workings of the castle military operation for the Minutemen. So if you like the video, guys, please hit like. If you really like what I'm doing, hit subscribe. Love, peace, Ducky out.